Hello, my name is Joe Cortez with FairButFirm.com. This past weekend, we had a great fight. Andrew Ward, back again after a 16-month layoff, put on a hell of a fight against Edwin Rodriguez for the Dominican Republic. It was a tough fight for the referee. Talking about referees, Jack Reiss had his hands full from the beginning of the bout. First round, the bell rings, they come out. You think they're going to come out boxing? Hell no, they came out wrestling. We thought we were watching a wrestling match last Saturday night. And you know what? If Vince McMahon would have been there, he would have said, wow, this is what we wanted wrestling. But this is not a wrestling match, this is a boxing match. And Rodriguez was really initiating the holding and the rough tactics and whatnot. And Andrew Ward, as a fighter, hey, listen, this is a fight game, and you want to play rough? I'm going to play rough. And that's just what happened. First round, second round, third round, referee Jack Reiss from California, former retired fireman, he thought he was in the biggest fire of his life Saturday night. And you know what? He took control. He called time because they were wrestling. He tried to get in there to break him up. He took a little shot on the chin himself, and it was nothing. Thank God it was a grazing shot. But he called time, sent the fighters to the neutral corner, went over to the commission and told them, hey, he shook it off a little bit. He said, I just got hit. And he regrouped himself. Stay in the corner, stay in the corner. Did the right thing. Then he went back to the commission. I got hit. I want you guys to find him. You have to find these fighters. Then he comes back to the fighters. 2 point, Andrew Ward. 2 point, 2 points. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Stay there. Got the other fighter, Rodriguez. 2 points, 2 points, 2 points. Unsportsmanlike conduct. You know what? And people say, well, why is he taking 2 points? What is he doing? He's evening it out. But the reason why you take 2 points is to take control of the fighters, to calm them down. Then he told them, when he brought them together, he said, hey, if you guys keep on with this fighting, he said, I'm not going to tolerate any of this. And he said, you will not get paid. So, all right, time in. And then the whole fight changed. It got still a little rough, little low blows here and there, but he took control and did it the way we always talk about, taking control. Be mentally prepared for the unexpected. And that's just what he did, took control. Rodriguez tried as hard as he could. He was undefeated. They were both undefeated, but somebody's old had to go. And you know what? Rodriguez lost a unanimous decision. I think one or two judges gave him a round or two. I could see where they gave him a round or two, but it was a unanimous decision. Andrew Ward won a fight and showed that he had no rust and gave it all he had. He's up still pound for pound, one of the top fighters in the boxing world today. Next weekend, from Macau, China, November 23rd, we have Manny Pacquiao with a 54-5 record and 38 big knockouts versus the young, aggressive, iron chin Brandon Rios with 31, 1, and 23 big knockouts. Now, Pacquiao comes back from two consecutive losses. One was a highly controversial fight against Timothy Bradley, and again, when he fought Marquez, Manny Marquez said, I have to get this guy sooner or later, and he surely did. Pacquiao showed that he had a little fire left in him because he was coming back. After the first 2 rounds, he wasn't doing too well. The third, he started coming back on, the fourth, fifth, and you know what? He started doing okay. Towards the end of the 6th round, Marquez was cut up, all bloodied up, and it looked like Manny Pacquiao was on his way for another defeat. And this one looked like it was going to be no controversy because Pacquiao was pummeling Marquez. Marquez was kind of like really stunned. And a lot of different occasions in that fight, especially in that 6th round. But as it comes to the 10-second warning, with 2 seconds to go, Pacquiao is looking at that with Marquez. Marquez got there with a wicked right hand punch, Down goes Pacquiao, out cold for more than 2 minutes. And that's what scares me about Pacquiao. Getting knocked out like that. Now he's coming back with a tough, young, aggressive, relentless fighter who doesn't back off, has an iron chin. So what does Manny Pacquiao have left after the devastating knockout at the hands of Juan Manuel Marquez December of last year? I would have taken an easier tune-up fight than fighting a young fighter like Brandon Rios, but Pacquiao says he has forgotten of the past, and that's all history. But you know what, guys? In the real world, subconscious mind can work on you. Subconsciously, he may be thinking about, well, I'm okay, but the mind is saying, you know, when he start getting hit with those gloves, 10-ounce gloves, they're not 16-ounce gloves like he was using during his training up until this coming Saturday. When he starts feeling the power punches of Brandon Rios, everything may turn. But here's the difference. Brandon Rios, young, talented, but he has not faced the caliber of fighter that Manny Pacquiao is. Manny Pacquiao has been around for a while. He's 36 years of age. That may be something not on the good side for Manny Pacquiao, but this is where Brandon Rios thinks that, well, he's 36 years old, he's got knocked out in the last fight, I can take this guy out. And Brandon Rios is a street smart, wise guy, tough, nice as they come, but he's been around, he knows, he shows no fear. He's undefeated. He knows he can withstand the punches of a lot of fighters. But you know what? So did Miguel Cotto, so did Margarito, so did Ricky Hatton, so did De La Hoya. They all thought, you know, hey, I can beat this guy. But you know what? They all lost. And then Brandon Rios is not at the level of these fighters that I just mentioned. However, Brandon Rios is a young fighter. But one thing I don't like about Brandon Rios, and I referee, I can talk because I referee Brandon Rios. I referee Manny Pacquiao on 4 different occasions. So I've been close to the action. I've been there when I heard those punches. They were crackling punches. You can hear them. I was up close. I was able to evaluate these fighters' style. Brandon Rios has a tendency, when he throws the left, down goes his right. When he throws the right, down goes his left. And you know what? When you're a fighter, you do your homework and you really watch close. And he's watching closely of the errors, the mistakes that Brandon Rios is making. And he's going to capitalize because Pacquiao is a great counterpuncher. He's going to wait for those punches. If they come out with Brandon Rios out throwing punches, bang, bang, Manny Pacquiao going to be right in front of him, bobbing and weaving. He has great lateral movement. Brandon Rios, only one thing that he knows best is going forward. And that's what Manny Pacquiao loves. He loves a fighter, his opponent to come forward because he can punch. And he knows with his combination and his speed that he has is much greater than Brandon Rios. Brandon Rios is tall, lanky, and you know what Pacquiao's going to do? Be that he's short, stocky little guy, he's going to come inside, work the body, and then work to the head with combination. And you know what? That's going to work perfectly for Pacquiao. Brandon Rios, we wish him the best, but Saturday night, I think it's going to be my prediction, a KO win for Manny Pacquiao in the late rounds or unanimous decision. But I really can't see this fight going the distance with a puncher that Pacquiao is. But again, I go with Brandon Rios a little bit. I gave him a chance. I'm not saying it's all out for Brandon Rios. He has an opportunity if Pacquiao is not the Pacquiao of the past. You see, 36 years old, sometimes you get old overnight. And he has to prove himself after that devastating knockout at the hands of Juan Manuel Marquez last year. So we're looking forward for this fight. It'll be a great fight. The whole world is waiting to see if Manny Pacquiao still has a little spark of the old flash. See you next week.